Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you. Police or zombie problems? Your tortoise won't stop breakdancing?
Try blue tape.
The miracle of our age. Yay!
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThATuMBRELLAgUy. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me. I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me. I'm a man.
You know what? I talk to your mayor.
I'm ADA protected.
When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful. A miracle, oh, it was beautiful. When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful. A miracle, oh, it was beautiful. When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful.
Rolling up, I'm feeling fly, yeah, I'm so damn fresh. Got that platinum grill, bringing in the chest. Diamonds in my mouth, shining when I speak. That umbrella guy, flossing, speaking geek. Ice on my teeth, I'm dripping so hard. Platinum grills, I'm the king of the boulevard. Throwing money in the club, making haters mad. I'm the baddest in the game, no one gets a pass. Ooh yeah. Crushing all these lines, yeah, I feel fly. Rolling on the dubs, that umbrella guy. Iced out cold on the boulevard. You ain't a comic gangster, don't be playing hard. Ice on my teeth, I'm flying so high. Dropping the bass, that umbrella guy. One grill to rule them all, one grill to bind them. Baby, I'm so iced out, gonna blind them. Rolling in town, I'm an army of one. Doing verbal walk-bys, blazing like the sun. Riding in my whip, crushing false accusers. Dropping off the bass on the real abusers. Yeah. Living life fast, no time for the slow. Justice on my mind, stacking up on that flow. Life in the fast lane, no time to blink. Ice on my teeth, watch it when I speak. Chillin' on my rhymes, never missing a beat. Ice on my teeth, yeah, I'm living that sweet. That umbrella guy, bringing the platinum heat. Crushing every hater, no time for defeat. Ooh yeah.
Ooh yeah, indeed. What's up, folks? Welcome to. It's getting close to the middle of the week, and the stupid still hasn't calmed down yet. I swear to God.
No,
oh man, no, it never does. It never does. Who are we kidding? You know what I mean? And if it did, what a boring life that would be.
Yes. Just want to say off the top of the bat here, so nobody is panicked or worried. My dad's doing fine. He's still in the hospital. They're still doing tests, but so far it looks good. So far it looks like he's okay. Could have just been he had a stroke a while ago, like a one that was, bad, had some bad symptoms. And they said if you get overtired or you have a virus, sometimes those symptoms can come back, but they're not dangerous. It's just like I don't know, it just kind of pops up when you're overtired. So he's okay. He's still in the hospital. They're still running tests and stuff, but he's good. So I'm happy about that. Thanks for everybody, by the way, for all the prayers, and you guys are reaching out. And I'm sorry that was really upsetting. It did happen live on the air, and then that I got the text, and that sucked for you guys too. So I'm sorry that I panicked you. Just saying.
But it's very good news there. I'm working on something while we're talking here, man. When I first heard that this morning, I didn't notice it at first, and I noticed you actually wrote and said, some people will probably write about this, so hey, not to worry. And I didn't notice your message, so people wrote, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's why I wrote you. I was like, you're gonna get a ton of emails. Sorry, this happened while I was still live. So I hate it when I don't see. Sometimes I feel like I either should not look at my phone or I should look at the phone, because you never know when you're gonna get those texts, right? And I don't want to ignore my family. But it's a whole catch-22 because I don't want to panic the chat either.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get it though. You don't want to keep, especially as the family's getting older. You don't want to put them on the back burner and then have something come up. I get it, man. Totally. At the same time, Lord, sometimes the family panics me over absolutely nothing.
Right.
And I'm like, no, thank you. But I'd rather be panicked over nothing than something really happened.
Right.
So, but that's
when your parents get to the age of, like, my dad's 85,
Right.
85, anything that goes wrong, a cold can be serious, can be
Right.
dangerous, so it's like, I'd rather know. It's so far away too. If I have to get there, I need to know ahead of time, like how much time do I have? I got to get there. So anyway, but it's good. Things are good. He's okay. I haven't heard from my mom since earlier, which is good news. No news is good news. That means no big deal. They were waiting on he had to do an MRI and a CAT scan and all that stuff. We still don't know what it shows. So hopefully they'll get it all figured out. But he's in good hands. So
that's good. That's the most important thing too, knowing they're in good hands as well.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, where'd you get that little ADA Muppet? I need that. Who made that?
That was Miyagi.
Oh my God, I want that. I want that for my StreamYard. You've been holding out on me.
I love throwing that there every now and then. Miyagi makes some funny stuff here and there. Speaking of the ADA Muppet, have you noticed recently what their stuff has become now?
I have not.
So they went from, you remember they had an entire channel full of videos about Jeremy Hales, right? I mean, it was all about him. There was a pretty defamatory description about him as well. Well, now there is only one video of that certain ADA protected person up there dancing, that original video, no shorts left to speak of. I'm talking about short video.
No shorts.
Not
she wasn't
wearing
wearing any pants?
Yes.
What?
That's exactly why I threw that in there very quickly. And
no shorts. Not even Dave Neal shorts?
You notice they all love quoting the Bible to us. They all love something about the Lord,
Except for that part about loving your neighbor as you love yourself. They'd like to ignore that part.
Yeah, that whole thou shalt not stalk thy neighbor.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. That's a big one. I like to point out to my children that the Bible does not say don't lie. It says don't bear false witness against someone. There's a big difference.
But she has ghosted now all of those videos. Now this is the only thing left. Description: the Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. That's kind of creepy, just to be honest, because it really sounds stalkery, I mean, from somebody that's I mean, seriously.
She's on a tear about, how she tried love. Yeah, she tried love maybe after she tried the aggressive, I'm going to sue everybody and for everything under the sun first. I never got the love part. I'm not sure where that came in.
Well,
But
yeah,
Leslie, the
remember.
Lord will not keep you from all harm that you self-inflict. This is the problem. When you self-inflict harm on yourself, there is such a thing as natural law. What goes up must come down. What you put out into the world comes back in at you. So the Lord can't protect you from that. Those are natural consequences that is part of natural law. So good luck, but you will have natural consequences. We will make sure of it.
I just can't believe, like, she went from, putting up messages. Remember, the whole thing was about stalker, stalker, stalker. And she still got the same at, by the way. It's still an at using stalker. So she's still got that defamatory portion, but she's removed everything that had that story attached to it. So just like she's done a million times before, she's ghosted that entire story. She went with first it was the obits. She ghosted that story. Then it became everything, like the classroom stuff that she put up yesterday. The only thing, let me see if this will pull.
I liked what Carrie said. The good Lord isn't a stalker, Lamau.
She made him sound like one.
She made him sound like one a little. It depends on who's quoting the verses. They take on a kind of a sinister feeling, don't they?
Yeah, that one certainly
because
did.
That verse normally makes me feel warm and fuzzy, but not today.
It made me feel something that time
on her page.
No, it made me feel. What's the opposite of comfortable?
Yeah, who's the Lord she's speaking of? By the way, I don't think she was the good Lord. There may have been someone else she had in mind.
Or the sort of kind of good Lord.
Turns out you find out later she's been calling paint chips my Lord.
Oh no. That would be terrible. That would be awful to know.
She could be talking about Lord Vader, We're not sure.
Vader.
We're not sure.
She could be talking about all the voices in her. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she hears voices. She's been talking about.
I forgot to play that one, by the way. I have video of her talking about the voices in her head.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we still have to do part 2. We have to do part 2. I've got to do part 2 on Rumble. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow night. Should we do part 2, Leslie, part 2?
Yeah, I think that would be good, especially going over the fact that she does indeed hear voices. That's not good, that's another level. See, for a while, this was the last thing she had up. She had all these crazy, she just kept putting up these random things. She for some reason wanted to say that Jeremy Hales was going to go to prison because some UK thing that happened. Here's
somebody in the UK got put in prison for speaking words that they're not allowed to speak in England, which is unfortunate for those of you in the UK. We know that you wish you were here sometimes for our speech laws, because we don't have those types of speech laws, which are so dangerous, and like people are getting thrown in prison for tweets over there. And she thinks she can compare this guy's case in the UK to us here in the US, where there's no way. I already analyzed that case. That guy would never have gone to jail for anything that he said there.
Yeah, in the US.
If he was here. Yeah.
Well, she was putting up these threats about, we're going to see you in jail. I'm going to disappear. I'll vanish again. And it's like, lady, you do this stuff. You pretend like I'm leaving. Everybody else should be totally silent about me. Remember, the talk about her popped up because, well, first of all, there were obits that we found out. Thankfully, one thing she cleared up was the fact that she, not the people they blamed, it wasn't Mike Arthur, it wasn't Georgie, it wasn't random people on Facebook, it was her. She made up the obits. The people they love yelling about and screaming. And they did that for a while, too. She allowed that to happen. In fact, I kind of think that was part of the plan. I think part of the plan was, to worry people close by, which that's why you mail them and try to freak them out and stress them out with sock accounts. But also part of the plan was to pin it on random people and get talk about her popping up. And it worked. It did work. Then she puts up pictures from her classrooms and posts them yet again. She while she was talking about Jeremy Hales and saying he was a stalker and more, she put up pictures with her classroom again. And then I guess she was like, wait a minute, that's the way you get fired, or that's the way you when you want to bring this stuff up, if it has to go to trial, that's the kind of problems that you have for
Thing is, though, we already grabbed it all, so she can pretend like it never happened, but she will not be able to get away from the reality that it did happen.
I don't sometimes even know if they really want to pretend it didn't happen all the way, or if they want to, when they tell about it, they want to tell it on their terms. They don't want it on the reality of it.
For sure.
And that's one of the most important reasons.
She loves to talk about that she did the one interview and it was an unbiased interview. Well, she deleted that interview from the internet. We have it though. So, one of these days we may do, actually, we probably don't even need to do a Rumble because she doesn't have a YouTube channel anymore. So what's the copyright? She deleted it. But one of these days, maybe we'll rewatch that interview and see just how unbiased it was.
Oh my God, what is this? Jeremy Hale. So yeah, it's going to sound awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Can't wait. It's going to be so terrible. Yeah.
Exactly.
One of the reasons why I've never done it before is because I find these people so boring. I find them all so boring, and I have a hard time listening to the sounds of their voices, Well,
they definitely are. They are not the best interviewers, let's just say.
No.
When we get down to it, they are definitely not the best. They however, keep posting things that, well, I think you could when you go through and you try to pull out the meaning for something. I don't know, let me just show you this, and then you tell me what the meaning of it is. So Lynette decided that she would post. Well, shoot, my freaking share is not working right this minute. Damn it. my StreamYard, it didn't want to start earlier. I don't know if you noticed that. How we just sat there for a minute in darkness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And now it is stuck on not share.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it's going to take me a few minutes. I have this feeling today. Well, we will get there sooner or later. We can talk.
Well, in the meantime, I think I should make an announcement, though, for the ecosystem. I hope they're listening. I have, been incredibly informed by my doctors that I am ADHD protected.
Mm-hmm.
And they really shouldn't be doing what they're doing to me by the constant threats and, all the constant negativity. It's really bad for my ADHD and my mental state. So just putting it out there that I am ADHD protected. So they need to stop threatening me and criticizing me and, saying all the terrible things they say about me.
So Lynette posted this here. She posted.
Oh yes, Alfie. I'm also AT&T protected. Yes.
Yes, you must be.
Yes.
Yeah, I am too. I'm AT&T protected.
I'm AT&T protected.
I have a disability.
AT&T protected, baby.
I've got a permanent disability. It's not.
Yeah, and Tug is also ADA protected.
Yeah.
He has like a literal handicap sticker. He gets to park in the good spots.
Yep, I do indeed. I try to push over anybody else that. No, I'm just kidding. I try not to take them unless I'm just having a bad day. But yeah, I actually have a permanent disability myself. So that should mean under Leslie's description that nobody could talk about me ever.
Right. I think so. We need to put that out there that we are also ADA protected.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Boom!
I never knew. Yep. Eat that, ecosystem. Oh,
eat that. You're talking to two ADA protected co-hosts here.
No more criticism.
you'll be sending me down a depression spiral, and if I do something to harm myself, then I will definitely blame all of you. You will be.
That was crazy to hear her
That
say.
was
You know what was
crazy.
really crazy to hear about that actually was the fact that they didn't react to her saying that at all.
Yeah, we have to pull that where they just went right by it.
Yeah, she was threatening, the old self, and they were just like, eh. Because she was like, if I did something terrible to myself, again, I'm paraphrasing it this way, but if that happened, it'll be blamed on all of them, and they're all like,
Yeah, yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, yeah, why don't you do that? Wait, no, that's not how that's supposed to work. Oh Lord. Then you have posts like this today. Okay, now again, you know who she's talking about with posts like this, but she posts a video called Slay the Narcissist.
Oh
now,
God.
I don't know about you, but that sounds like a threat.
What is the video? I saw this in a screenshot. I didn't know it was a
okay,
video. What's it about?
This is a video by well, here, let me pull up the actual video. I'm not going to play the video, but I want to show you what he is stated along with it. I want to read this, and you tell me who this is describing and what we cover. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it says, finally win in court. Feel like you've done everything right, and you're still losing to the narcissist? I hate it when people do this. How are they still getting away with this? Because it's how are they? That's how that reads to me. That really bothers me.
Why would you
This
write
lady
that
doesn't
down?
Well, she doesn't look like she speaks like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
why do it that way?
No clue.
How are they still getting away with this? The lies, the manipulation, the twisted stories, and somehow you're the one being punished, tired of playing fair and getting destroyed anyway. Oh, see, this sounds terrible to repost.
Yeah.
Here's what no one ever told you. When you're dealing with a narcissist, fairness is a fantasy. In this earth-shattering, never-before revealed training, I'm dropping truth bombs.
It's a training. Oh,
Yep.
God. Lynette's going to be asking for money so she can go to this training.
I need 4 installments of $99.95, so I know how to absorb the truth bombs.
Listen, Lynette, if you want to learn about narcissists, there's a million free videos on YouTube. Don't fall
Hell.
for this training crap.
Hell, just set up a video camera.
Study yourself.
I mean, seriously, talk to your pals that stole a fucking $100,000 and are like, no, you are, but what am I? Those people. Holy shit. Well, let's see. I'm going to drop truth bombs like no one else is telling you. While hiring a great lawyer still isn't enough. I'm waiting for that great lawyer, by the way.
Yeah. Which great lawyer would that be? Is she talking about Bruce?
Oh my God. She thinks she's doing everything in court the right way and still losing. No, Lynette, you're losing because you're not doing the right thing in court. When you're told to turn over all evidence and you don't, that's a problem. That is an absolute problem. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Lynette. My God. Let's see. What's the next one? Why the courts don't reward pain. What does that even mean? I swear, they do reward pain and suffering. They give you awards. They don't reward, they give you award, If you legitly suffer something like that and can prove it.
They do reward. They do award people who suffered pain. That's what courts are for. But if you didn't actually suffer pain and you're the person inflicting the pain, then no, you're not going to get rewarded.
Why the narcissist doesn't even care about winning. Oh my God. She thinks that she's in court and the person there doesn't care about winning? Seriously? She thinks that Hales has spent closing in on $500,000 and he doesn't care about winning. You know, there's
so this person, by the way, Rebecca Zung, she's an attorney, and she's a divorce attorney. This is her shtick. Her shtick is that she gets you divorced from the narcissist, right? She's got a book out. She's got programs out. She's got podcasts.
Maybe she's a genius. I don't know. I've never, when I compare this.
Sounds like a shtick, though, to me.
Yeah, I mean, hey, maybe. I don't know. When it's brought up by Lynette Preston, though, I have to say that, you know, it doesn't sound really good in the scope of she has a protective order against her and, you know, she's playing the victim still. It just doesn't sound good there. You know, not at all.
Yeah.
So let's see, where were we? Oh, and how you're giving away your power to your lawyer, the court, and yes, even the narcissist. Oh yeah, your lawyer. you know what you gave away to your lawyer? Well, he was free. So sounds like you gave away any chance that you would have had to win. That's for sure. What the courts actually, she's going to show you what the courts actually care about. How to get them to listen. She's going to use cutting edge revolutionary AI tools. Oh man, to document abuse and build legal leverage. How to start leading your attorney and control. Oh, this will be fun. I'm sure Bruce will love this. How to lead your attorney, huh? And control the process. I can imagine that. Oh my God. I'm going to have to stare at this. I really got to check it out. But when she shared this, what really blew my mind was the fact that, again, it looks crazy. It's just, okay. So you've tried, here's the website. You've tried therapy. I haven't pulled it up on there. I'm not going to pull her website up on the screen.
I've got some fun reviews after that.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to see about, no, I'm not registering all this shit just to get me a free. No, never mind. It says you've tried therapy. You've tried lawyers. What you need is a proven strategy to win. Lynette, is this what you're doing now? This is amazing. I love it.
Yeah, this is great, especially when you read a review like this from the Better Business Bureau. Bait and switch tactics in courses like Power Switch, Slay Your Negotiation with a Narcissist, and Breaking Free Masterclasses. Content overlaps heavily with free online materials. Example, not even a fourth of the material available online. No resolution to refund requests despite emails and calls. A reviewer purchased multiple courses totaling significant cost, but found bonuses like 50 key phrases for disarming narcissists and leverage examples to be recycled free resources. They labeled the Slay program a bait and switch. Another one gave it a 1.0 star out of 5.
1.0.
Well, yeah, it's scam and ripped off by program. One reviewer claimed heavy promotion of the Slay the Narcissist Facebook group, promised support and healing, but delivered minimal content, only a few speakers before indefinite pause of the Facebook page. They reported no responses to refund requests, calling it a scam.
That's lovely. Perfect. That's what you should invest your money in, Lynette. I think
definitely.
I think this is the best thing. You know, the weirdest thing I've found out in the last few days is the fact that Lynette is indeed part of the owner of that new thing that is not supposed to be hers. Remember that we talked about the new RV or whatever.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she apparently is an owner of it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's in the so it's in the bankruptcy materials.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. So this blows my mind. Again, you know, the reason that this is important, and by the way, is remember they asked for money. Like they asked for, I think $5,000. You know, some people might be like, that's not a significant amount. I think that's a significant amount of money. You know, especially if you're bumming it off a random person and probably not going to get it back, right? Well, then suddenly they pick that up, but it's supposed to be all John, right? everything. I mean, it's all on him. Well, I mean, weirdly enough, though, if you go through and you look at some of the paperwork, somebody was posting wonderful items, you'll notice their their item here. It seems to be part of the record.
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay, so that would mean that she's a part owner. If that means she's part owner, she's
is she on it? Is she on the what do they call it?
I'm guessing they're saying it, otherwise, why would you list it in any way, shape, or form on the bankruptcy?
Is this the new one for sure?
I'm guessing, isn't that not? Because it's
the 2020. Well, it says
it's on the brand new filed. The new dates and everything.
Because why would you list the old one if it's been repoed?
Yeah, if it's been repoed, I mean, and this is a 2022 model, so.
Did she have to give the title, I wonder?
I have no idea, but I thought, wow, that's weird, because if this is legitly, again, she could clarify all of that, but I'm curious about it. If this is indeed her on the on the newest one, then how did they pull down the money for that?
No clue.
When, again, they said that there was no way they had to get $5,000 down, and yet they didn't. It's so strange, isn't it? This is the most bizarre thing. I
can't figure out how this woman keeps getting things. I don't understand.
I think there are suckers out there, but on top of it, I you know what? I think that she can get loans and other things. I think that she totally can, but she thought, before they did that, they would take money from whomever out there. If any sucker wanted to give them $5,000, then what the heck?
Yeah, chat. I think that was the trailer that Shizzy was doing a tour of on the show, either last night or the night before. I believe that was the one. Yeah.
That's wild, isn't it?
Yes.
I think the tire slashing thing is quite wild too.
Yeah. How about that?
That's something else.
That makes you wonder. That makes you wonder if, obviously, it wouldn't have been the guy who he tried to pay, right? Because that guy was like, Jeremy, look at what is happening here. Did he ask somebody else?
God, the damage done too. Now, we used to go out. Like I said, I had a friend. Let me pull this image up here. Look. Cuts. I had a friend who owned a junkyard, and we used to go around and we would do, we would goof off and damage things. We would, you'd have tires on like a vehicle that was going to get destroyed anyway. The tires, there was nothing redeemable about them. They were just going to end up in a pile. So, we would try to stab them or shoot them or whatever. And it's kind of difficult to blow out tires. That's one of the things this guy being asked to stab 4 tires, to slash them and to not get caught. Yeah, that wouldn't be an easy feat. 1 would be hard, but 4 would be bad. Like, we'll look at those messages again, noting what is stated here. Now, Jeremy brought this up again. Watch his newest video. There's a lot of stuff in here, you can enjoy, but this part right here is actually quite crazy.
I see you, chat. Yeah, the rim damage. It does look like maybe he ran over something or hit something, but yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
Hey, if you freaking ran over something like that,
you would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
although
somebody
if you're pulling it, I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't feel it if you're pulling a trailer like that.
I don't know. I was driving a giant U-Haul before and blew out a tire. And first of all, it didn't look like that. It didn't blow like that. It looked a lot different. But when it was going, you knew it. You felt it. It was rough. And the thing is, too, if someone were to cut your tire and then you started you moved it or anything else, you could do this to your own vehicle. If they slashed your tire and you didn't notice it and you started moving, you could destroy your own vehicle.
Right. Well, right. And then if you hit something like a pothole and your tire was low, then it would bend the rim like that too.
It'd bend the hell out of it because it's flat and you're driving on a dead tire. So
Yeah, and you wouldn't know because
no.
if you're pulling a trailer, how are you going to know
Well,
you're
why
got
would
a
you?
flat tire in
You
the
know,
back?
we're not in the habit of checking our tires anyway, and it's just to have it. Period. I would say Jeremy's probably on high alert anyway, and he should be because there are people out there that are they're talking about doing horrible things to the man. I mean, it's undeniable. You know, they even let's pull this up.
Yeah, I would
real
think
quick.
if he hit a curb or something, chat, wouldn't the other tire have sustained some kind of damage as well? That's what it feel. I feel like if you hit, how do you hit a curb with just that one tire?
Well, and again, you know, I would going through the entire Guapo story. We absolutely know, confirmed by 2L, by the way, that stuff was legit. He 100% had messages with a dude that was talking about here. Let's pull these up. Let me
Well,
check
and
this out.
like the chat is saying, when did this happen? This happened when he came back from that. He saw it when he got back from that event.
Yeah.
So it was from the same trip.
And you got people that are talking about cutting tires and stuff. I mean, it's just, like I said, I don't believe in coincidence, especially when somebody is threatening me. I think when I look at something, I think, well, you know, it just seems very on there. Let's see. Let's look at the chat, especially from that day. Look, we had confirmation, by the way, confirmation from the fads telling us that 100%.
Who said Christian did it? Jenny, stop it.
It's like $700.
You know what? Maybe it was Pepper. Maybe Pepper did it.
$700, by the way, is such a low pay rate to take this kind of chance.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's skimping right there. But I mean, the fads, you know, they were saying, as far as Guapo goes, first off, they have more story than this, but they started out there. Look, right off the bat, they started Damage Control. You know, they have their song. Okay.
Jeremy says that the police are going to get Guano tomorrow.
That'll be good. They need to. I mean, we'll look at the statements again. There is no way that those are not freaking threats. I mean, here you have 2L saying, as far as Guapo goes, first off, he was set up. In the messages that went on or whatever, he was laughing. I mean, he was totally set up. But what I can tell you is it's lies. He was set up. He played along. The LOLs that were going on, they're trying to tell you that, again, in those messages, like we looked at it, there's one LOL, and it is not a ha ha ha, this is funny. It's yeah, why don't you get yours, you know, for sure. But there is no playing along. He instigated it. He's the one who brought it up.
He's the one who brought it up. He wasn't playing along, and it wasn't a joke either.
No, 100%. And
now that he actually has tire damage, you're like, well, wait, what?
Yeah, where did it come from?
Where did it come from?
What happened? And I mean, again,
maybe someone didn't do it. Maybe it's just a freak accident, it's just a bad coincidence. But it feels real bad to me.
I feel confident in blaming Guapo. It's his fault.
It's his fault for sure.
Yeah, I mean, hey, screw him. You know, this guy, again, we have confirmation that he was out here talking about having someone slash tires because he's too cowardly, first of all, to do anything himself. You know, what a chump, man. What an absolute chump. But they went on, they were like, you know, I love the confirmation here too. They were saying, but he went on and he started talking about the whole Guapo thing. Apparently $5,000. What the hell did he say? No, it was $700 for sliced tires. Oh wait, so you understand that there was $700 offered for sliced tires. That's interesting. They admitted that. They understand that.
Oh my God.
Yep. Good job. Yay.
Oh my God. They're so dumb.
I was very impressed with them. Absolutely telling their no. It was actually $700 for sliced tires.
What is this next sentence? What does it mean? What does the next sentence mean?
What, the $5,000 thing?
Yeah, $5,000 to beat him up. Yes, no one has to tell someone they can have $5,000 to beat him up. Why is that? What do you mean no one has to tell someone?
That sounds like
that everyone wants to beat him up.
There's too many people that have already challenged him to do it for free.
Oh, give me a break.
Yeah. They're saying, oh, yeah, people will kick his ass for free.
Oh, really?
So again, these are threats, though.
Maybe they'll say it, but I doubt they'll do it in real life, not without being paid.
Guapo is a fucking coward. Again, all these people are cowards, At the end of the day, I seem to remember somebody saying they wanted trial by combat. And they were going to file paperwork about it. You remember that?
I do recall.
Mm-hmm. And they were told, yeah, why don't you get
I've decided that I'm going to have trial by combat with Yamaha Biker because he keeps pissing me off. And, he's constantly saying that his intro is better than mine. And we're going to have a trial by combat for sure. Somebody's got to have one. We've been hearing about this for months.
Yeah, I want to see this trial by combat that is being mentioned. Then this should be entertaining. I want to do it again. Like I said, I want to go Thunderdome style. Yep.
Thunderdome style.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's how it's been. I'm trying to get AI to do something funny, but it keeps messing it up. I'm almost there. Check this out, by the way. We'll look back at this in just a second, but I want to show you something real fast. So I've been working on an image, and it still hasn't gotten it right. Give me 1 second. Come on, man. I'm trying to make it pull this up here.
Imagine the chutzpah it takes to call yourself guapo, which means handsome. Have you seen this guy? He looks like a short little pig, like a pig with curly dark hair.
Fit. Yeah, Pigpo doesn't fit.
Pigpo. That's what we should call him. Pigpo.
See, look at this. Here's I'm working on some VHS returns. This one, it keeps messing up the words here. It has this. It has this video, and then here's another video being returned. It said they thought the move to Otter Creek would be a normal one, a wildlife, but they had no idea about the people in the walls. But it keeps messing the words up.
They had no idea about the people in the people in the walls.
Yeah,
I like how it says it
who
twice.
Who knew the guy making it? I was like, all right, well, let's get like a little trailer interior. I do think it did a good job with the clamshell design, though. For some reason, it's coming from the hat rack. I thought that was funny. It was like, why is he giving a thumbs up?
It's spelled hat rack wrong. It's supposed to be R-A-K.
Well,
hat rack.
I just love the fact that I was like, why did you put a play on here?
Just to remind you, it's VHS. I like the please rewind sticker.
I love that. Yeah, I was messing around with all the Blockbuster stuff. Man, I miss that. I kind of miss the old clamshells like that. The old, but I do not miss any of the old tape designs. Anything that could warp if you left it in your car.
Oh yeah, right.
Or
Cat's
being
Pack
eaten by a player. Ugh.
Says, wait, didn't Tug's video win or was it a tie? It almost beat Yamaha's. It was like 1 point away. So Tug's video was, and I got a whopping 12% on that little vote. Thanks a lot, chat, by the way.
You know why? You know why though? Because I wasn't there to rig the vote.
Well, I have to admit, I'm actually quite shocked that Tugs didn't win because that tattoo was pretty wicked.
It was fire. I saw that video.
I mean, if you're ever going to get a full chest tattoo, I think that's the one.
Oh yeah. I'll keep that in mind. If I'm ever like, you know what, in my senility.
Gonna get a full chest tattoo.
Yeah.
Well, if you
I
ever
don't-
get sent to prison, which, is a possibility, they keep saying we're going to prison. So
Man.
if when you get there, you should get one of those, prison tattoo. You get that. Bring the ChatGPT rendition of it, because I think that's a good one.
Maybe that's why they brought them in the case. I never thought about that. They needed a prison expert. Yeah. You're gonna have Puddin' Chips. He's gonna tell us all about how life was in the prison.
Oh,
He's like,
God.
well, first they knocked out my teeth. You're like, wait a minute. This is getting bad.
I wonder if he has any prison tattoos. Dear God, please don't show us pay chips if you do.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see it.
Yeah. After he talked about that, they knocked out my teeth. Pat's number one was like, I'm almost there. Can I get back? Can I get in prison? Yeah, gross.
She's like, can I say I have a prison record? I don't have any teeth.
Oh my God. But they with the Guapo thing, they kept trying to throw in this story about how, Guapo, though, the stuff that happened before, the video they love to try to throw in there. They're like, the statute of limitations isn't over. I was like, dude, if you guys could have put Hales in jail with that, you would have done it a long time ago. But that's not how it's going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, like, they're so stupid. But here's the other part in there. So this is how the story comes together. It was so the guy texting Guapo was in with a germ on this. Oh yeah. So apparently, I guess they were supposedly collaborators, Jeremy and this other guy. Now, make sense with the text. I don't know how you make this make sense at all, but okay, we'll go with that. Apparently, a video is going to come out about that too. They were doing it in some kind of group thing. When did that come up? Well, yeah, when was this ever discussed? There was a group thing, okay, where they were all in
swingers
cahoots.
Club. I'm confused.
Oh my God, they were upset about
I can't handle any more polycules this year, please.
They were upset about the tickler. They were like, we want our own tickler. So that's what it is. Where they were all in cahoots at the end of it in the huddle. The huddle? They had a huddle? What? And there's a video coming out. This guy contacted Guapo. Okay. Guapo didn't contact him. Okay. This guy contacted. I got that point. All right. Guapo was sleeping. Okay. So he wakes up out of his sleep and he was just like texting like LOL. Yeah, okay, man. Like playing along with whatever the
only
guy was
thing
saying.
The guy said was, "What the Hales is here."
Yeah, what the hell? That's all he
said.
Yep, we're gonna look at it
because playing along with. What are you playing along with other than you? If you were just playing along, you'd be like, "Oh, cool, man. What are you doing? What are you up to? What are you gonna buy?" Like, what do you mean? Yep. You don't then say, "Hey, I'll pay you $700," and the guy's like, "For what?"
The
damage, dude tires.
Yeah, the dude was like, "What? No, I don't want to do that, bro." Yeah, you do. You really want to do that?
You don't you want to make your money, bro? Like what?
Yeah.
This is such a lie.
Gang? Oh my God. Yeah.
Gang. Come on, gang. Gang. Like, what the hell was that?
I
about
swear,
God,
man.
he thinks he's such a gangster. God, I hate these people. I hate them so much. What a loser this guy is. What a loser.
It's also
living off some lonely old man in England who, whose family should probably have him on with a financial babysitter. He's gross, man.
To be honest, I don't know. Something's really weird in that whole situation, but I digress. There. So says, so then after this is their whole explanation though. He was playing along, laughing about it. Like, okay, man, playing along. Okay. So then Jeremy texts him, they say, and sent him a screenshot that says, "Gotcha, bro," which proves that Jeremy was behind. What? How would that prove he was behind it? First of all, even if that was
that he found out about it.
Yeah, it's like, hey, mofo, I found out what you're trying to do.
I see what you're doing. I see you.
Yeah, exactly. That wouldn't mean anything like that. Wow, I didn't know that part. Of course, he didn't say anything. He's not going to tell people that Guapo joked around about it with the guy. Let's look at the joke now,
All right,
because
where's the
again,
joke again?
okay, let's look at this together.
Where's the joke?
All
I
right.
never laughed, except for at the weird and unironic use of the word gang. I did laugh at
Exactly.
that because it was cringe.
Well, the whole thing, I mean, these people are, I don't know. They're so cringe. Give me a second. I'm blowing this
They are
together.
cringe. I love how
really are.
they
The
really
whole
feel like they
gang
think that they're
thing.
gangsters. They really think they're gangsters. It's really something. And I bet they'd piss their pants if they ever met a real gangster.
Yeah,
Ever.
I've known some scary people, I mean, yeah, these people are they're ridiculous. So here's our okay, so they did have a conversation before. Again, one of the reasons that I showed a video at the beginning of it was because the video, when you look through it, it scrolls all the way up a discussion. There's not gaps. It's not cutting part of the discussion out, picking and choosing. It scrolls from where that happens all the way to the top and then scrolls back down part of the way. I cut off the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I cut off the very beginning because it had Wapo's phone number on it. So that's one of the reasons that, like, at the very top, I cut off a couple of seconds, but you can still see part of the discussion that doesn't belong. Okay. So the real discussion starts right here. And again, these are screenshots made out of it. Thank you, Melissa, by the way. It's easier to see a little bit. So that's why I'm pulling it up this way. There's a little bit of fog to it, but still, I'll tell you who's talking. And again, you tell me where the joke pops in, because I'm missing it, and where the other guy is leading the conversation.
You want me to be somebody here? You want to do this and we'll do a dramatic reading?
Yeah. Why don't you, I want to hear your Guapo, actually.
Okay. All right. I'll be Guano.
Yo, call me ASAP. You won't believe who's at the live auction. It's What the Hales.
Where you at? I'll pay you good money. Is the auction still going?
There's like 6 YouTubers. Yeah.
It's too far. It's 2 hours away. I won't make it. I'll pay you some.
I'll pay you some. Here you go.
I'll pay you some bread. Some bread, wheel emoji, car emoji, or anything.
For a minute there, I thought that was supposed to be some bread emoji. Maybe he's confused. Maybe that's what it is. He's like, this is what bread looks like. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
If it would have ended right there, I'd been like, yeah, he's just really high. Okay. For what?
Tires, damage, anything. I won't make it there in time. It's 2 hours away and I'm high as fuck. Sorry, wait, that wasn't in there. I'm 2 hours away. The more, the better. Money, 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 money. You're there for profit. Who you with?
Who you with? I don't know. It's risky. There are over 100 people here.
What? Damn.
Yeah, and everyone knows me. I can't.
You can leave early. Think about it. ? I'll give you 700. Cowboy emoji. LOL. Get right. Up to you though, gang. If not, call me after.
What's up with the cowboy emoji, by the way?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't. Maybe we need to check the Urban Dictionary. Let's find out. Wait, it might mean something to the kids that it doesn't mean to us.
I'll ask ChatGPT.
Yeah.
ChatGPT. Let's see. You find out in the Urban Dictionary, and I will ask ChatGPT. I'm going to ask ChatGPT for real. I'll be like,
I'm asking Grok, so we'll compare.
What does it mean if during a secret conversation where someone is trying to pay someone $700 to slash someone else's tires, they use
feeling tough and ready to handle the rodeo. Interesting. Excited, worried, scared, or awkward? Huh. Send it or take a risk, encouraging boldness. Popular in adventure or party contexts like skateboarding fails or wild nights. Interesting.
I told it to give me a funny and a serious one. Funny one is like using a cowboy emoji during a secret conversation about paying someone $700 to slash someone's tires means one of three things. One, they're trying to act casual and failing spectacularly. It's like saying, "Howdy, partner, let's commit a felony." The emoji turns a crime into a rodeo, and suddenly everyone in the conversation looks dumber than a horse that keeps licking the electric fence. Number two, they think the emoji will somehow soften the crime, as if the person reading it will go, "Oh, tire slashing and conspiracy? That's illegal. But he did use a funny little hat, guys, so maybe it's just some folksy mischief." Spoiler, it also says emojis don't make felonies cuter.
I'm for real serious going for hyper adventure. That's what he meant. It's a yeehaw, let's go for risking it all.
Yeah,
yeehaw.
It called it a conspiracy. It says it's evidence of extremely poor criminal decision making. Any prosecutor who sees that screenshot is going to need a full minute to stop laughing before writing Exhibit A yeehaw conspiracy.
True. See, folks, this is why you tune in here, because we deep dive on the important things. Yeah. We tell you what the kids are doing these days with the cowboy emojis. We have all the answers here. Don't worry, boomers. We are here to answer all your questions because we are just as lost in this internet world as you are. But the good news is we have ChatGPT to tell us what we're missing. I think we figured it out. It means giddy up.
Let's see. Hypothetically, is
you're still going.
Is $700 enough to get someone to commit a felony?
Tires.
Let's see. Hypothetically,
it's gonna think you're planning a crime. You better hope that the FBI doesn't do a search on your computer one day. They're gonna be like, he was planning on slashing tires.
Oh my god! If they freaking go through mine anyway, all the weird shit that we look at everything. It says hypothetically, yes, $700 is enough to slash 4 tires, but it's not enough to make it anything other than an extremely stupid felony. That's one of the reasons I like ChatGPT. Like it really plays the asshole very well.
It could mean outlaw. It could, Lisa. You're right. It could mean outlaw.
Oh yeah, I guess that could be it. Yeah,
I'm leaning towards outlaw or giddy up, yeehaw, let's go. Yeah, I feel like it's inciting.
What a dumb thing, though. Again, the reason we bring this stuff up is because here, like as we get toward this part right here, where Jeremy ends up with a tire with 2 nasty little slashes up on it. And again, people are like, well, what happened? Well, I don't know. But when I'm looking through people that, again, this has been verified by the facts. They went and they did a live stream and their deflection is it was all a joke. But yes, so they verified the price and everything else. You can see right here, it gets to the what I got to do. Stab his tire.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on. I have to put my screen bigger because I can't read it. Okay. Sorry, start again. Go to what do I got to do?
What I got to do. What I got to do. What I got to do. Stab his tire?
All 4.
Oh, damn, that's risky as fuck.
Gotta leave the auction early before everyone walks to the whip. What the fuck is the whip?
If somebody starts calling something the whip, I'm gonna smack them.
What is the whip? Now watch me whip and watch me nay. What does he mean?
He means walking to the car.
No, really?
Yeah, to the whip. Yeah.
Nah, gang. What the
Riding
what?
The whip.
What are we talking about here? I am so lost. I am all right. Gotta leave the auction early before everyone walks to the whip. You may think people know you, but bro, you're not a YouTuber. I don't think anyone will notice you leave early, but it's up to you.
I'm gonna start telling people that. I'm gonna be like,
Bro,
I'm gonna be
you're
like,
not a
yeah, I'd let you hold that door for me, but you're not a YouTuber. I tell you, thank you, but you're not a YouTuber. I'll be like, before I tip you for a good service, are you a YouTuber?
Are you a YouTuber? Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. You ain't a YouTuber. What the
swear,
hell?
man.
This guy is the most cringe guy on earth.
Hey, kiddo, what you
I
doing?
hear a baby.
What you doing?
I was going to play one of my games, but I remember that I love Among Us, but I don't have my tail switch.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh goodness. Well, we'll
And
have
the only game I can play on there on my tail switch is my Paw Patrol game. That's all I can play.
You're right. Oh, yeah.
No game.
But you don't have it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. What a sad world.
Yeah, I wish you.
Oh no. Such a sad world. Well, your Nintendo Switch was pretty worn out anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I know. Well, one day, I would say that would be part of the Christmas presents, but you've already noted what was it you said that we needed for Christmas?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay. So you don't want anything for Christmas? That's cool.
I can't remember, but
You don't remember what you were asking for Christmas? Because they weren't exactly cheap. So if I can switch it to just cheaper stuff, that'll be cool. Is that what you're saying? I can just buy whatever?
yeah, but I miss my tail switch. That's the only thing that has Among Us on it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll see about getting it working again. You doing okay today, by the way?
Yeah. And I wonder if you can download Among Us on anything else by tail switch. You know what I mean?
I don't know. We'll have to check it out.
After your live stream?
Maybe not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
On the phone? Cause
I don't think on the phone, no.
it has to work on something like a phone. Because, something has to work like a phone. You know what I mean? Like, phone.
Yeah, there was a lot of likes in there, but I don't really. You just said, "Yeah, here, give me a hug."
I think a phone will work only if you said Among Us, right?
We'll talk about it later. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Love you. Be careful.
Love you too.
All right.
I will.
Huh? Do what? Love you too. What? I couldn't hear the rest of that. What?
I said I will.
Okay. All right. Love you. Oh, it was funny.
I am not
yesterday.
understanding this whip thing as a car. I just looked it up on Grok, and I can't believe this is a thing I've never heard. I mean, I've got Gen Zers. I would think they would have said it. I've never heard it. I can't believe it. But apparently this is a thing, and it's been a thing for a long time. Wow.
Yep, it's been around for a hot minute,
So weird. I am completely. I'm at the point in life where I'm stalling. My whip is stalling. I'm stalling out on all the hip.
I don't know.
Chat.
I've heard some really terrible slang, and I've been like, yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not going with that one. I'm stuck in the. I don't need to. I don't have to update. I'm old enough now that I can be cadre.
Uh-huh.
I'd be like, nope, not on my lawn.
I don't get off my lawn. Old man screams at clouds.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes those clouds do trespass.
Oh Lord, the dog is going nuts. Why is he going nuts?
He's probably
There's
upset
no
about the
one here.
whip thing.
Possibly. There's no one here. Why
It's
is
like,
the dog
whip.
barking?
It's like, whip, what in God's name? They probably heard it hasn't gotten to the gang part. When it's there, the dog will get really upset. I don't know if you could hear that. All of a sudden I heard Dad.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah. I
Do
hear
what?
it. That's why I stopped.
No idea. I'll be right back. Can you hold it for just a second?
Sure.
I have no idea what she said.
Of course, I can hold it down. Chat, how you doing? Who here in the chat thinks that old Guano here or Pigface, as I like to call him. Who thinks Pigface was making any jokes? Has anybody seen any jokes yet? Anyone in the chat want to fill me in on what you think about the jokey quality of this text message thread? Have we got to the jokes yet? I know we've told a few, but have you seen any in this text thread that you would be like, oh yeah, he's just messing around, just joshing with you? Not really serious. Nah. Nope. No. Okay. Yeah. Hashtag Pigface. Not a single joke. No jokes in there. Nope. There was even an LOL, but I don't know what he was laughing at because nothing there was funny. You don't think he's referring to his you-know-what as a whip? No, I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm completely out of my depth with this whip stuff. 0 jokes told. Uh-huh. No joke at all. Not joshing either. Crimes, yes. Jokes, no. Paula. I've never seen any jokes yet. This is a major threat so far. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be interesting how the police view it. I wonder if they've seen any jokes here. Uh-huh. Hell no jokes. He is a joke. You know, okay, so the person who said maybe if he was stoned, like, I still don't see any joke, though. There's no, like, I'm high, I'm just kidding. Like, there's none of that. He's like, even when the guy's like, I don't really want to, he's all encouraged. He's like, well, come on, man. Make your bank.
Lord, these kids, man. So she was like,
what did they do?
Dad, the broom is stuck in the crack for the refrigerator. I was like, if it's stuck in the handle, like if it fell over or something, or y'all put it on the handle, just pull it out. She's like, no, it's stuck in the crack of the door. I was like, what? So
what?
I go up there. Yeah. She thought it would be interesting to open the refrigerator door and then stick the broom through the crack in the door.
Oh no!
It's stuck. She couldn't get it out. I was like, how in the world did you do this?
And why?
Yeah, that's so. I was like, why
did you get it out?
This? And you could, yeah, I got it out. It took me a minute, but my answer to why did you do that was, I hear little feet going, running away, running upstairs.
Oh, she's back.
Well, oh, she's coming down here to, tell me SORRY. Do what? What happened?
Yeah.
I opened the refrigerator to see if there was anything good, and then the broom fell, and then
They did not. It did not fall in that. It did not.
Looking
do
to
that
see if there was anything good.
You put it in.
This is what you get for not having anything good in the refrigerator.
Come here. Yeah, look, we're not going to do that again, are we?
No.
We're not. Are we?
No.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Hey, you go and you gonna have a lazy night the rest of the night.
Yes.
Not jam the broom in any more refrigerator doors or anything.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Give me a hug though. I need a hug and kiss. I like it. She put on her biggest sad eyes. So before
you
she
sure
came
about
here.
that, Bug? No more jamming of the broomsticks anywhere. That would be bad.
All right. Love
Funny.
you. All right. Shut the door.
So cute.
She if she thinks she could get in trouble for something, she does what many kids that age can do. They can get the big the big doe eyes, the big puppy dog doe eye, and look so sad.
They all
She's
know.
like, I'm so sad. But that's what she was. She's like, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's okay, but Lord, it just fell in there. I was like,
this is your fault for not having anything good in there. If there had been something good in there, she wouldn't have gotten bored and wanted to stick a broomstick in it.
It's my fault for having two cute girls where when they get in trouble for something, they can be like, oh, but Dad, I'm so sorry. And they're not cute. And we're like, oh, you are cute, I guess. Huh. So, I mean, it could have been much worse. So,
True.
Yeah. I mean, if the worst thing that happens on the day is one of them was like, what would happen if I put the broomstick in the door? If that's the worst on the day, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, we've had weirder ones.
Yeah, you haven't told her to blame Jeremy yet. That's unfortunate. She could have just blamed him.
Yeah, actually, the next time I'll tell her
was it Jeremy's fault?
Yeah, I'll be like, did that mean old Jeremy make you do it? Yeah, he did. The problem is at her age, she would really adopt it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back to our story now.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Okay.
so here's your second part.
I'm
After
still
you've,
in. I got to. It's up to you. You're there. I'm not. So I don't know how it looks.
okay.
700. It's enough to take that risk, though, gang. I'm gonna be real.
Do you think 700, by the way, is enough to risk slashing 4 tires with a round?
No.
I don't think there were probably 100 people there. Wapo didn't believe it, and I don't think a lot of other people believe it either. And I think that's more the person being like, "Yo, there's too much risk here," you know.
Yeah. He goes, there's only 7 units, so I don't know. I can't believe 100 people showed up for 7 units. That's wild AF. Probably 5 when you got there.
Yeah, so he's telling me you're a liar. That's actually what that is right there. He's like, yeah, I don't really think there's 100 people, you know, because there were 7 units to begin with, but only 5 when you got there. He's calling him a liar because he wants him to slash those tires.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pressure, and dude's like, not really. If I get caught, the charges will cost me so much more. That is the truth right there. This dude is just preaching gospel right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the YouTubers are here. He's also being like, yeah, there's cameras, dude, and there's a lot,
idiot.
you know.
Everybody's filming. How would they prove it? I don't know. I don't want to convince you too much.
So the dude's like, I don't want charges or anything. And he's like, how would they even prove it was you?
I don't know. Maybe these text messages.
Exactly. Well, Guapo's really lucky that dude didn't do this, because if dude would have cut the tires and gotten caught, which would have happened, what do you think he would have done? He would have knocked out Guapo for his $700. You think somebody's going to keep it quiet for a $700 criminal
he
conspiracy?
He totally would have ratted on him. Like,
oh
100%.
Yeah. Well, there is no reason why you would keep that quiet. Cameras, they have all over the place.
Yeah, then fuck that.
Yeah, it's hard here.
It's all good, bro. Appreciate you telling me I would have drove if I had enough time.
Okay. You'll be right
here. Let me know if you want to send a message at all in any way.
Okay. But I mean, he tries to redirect him to a different way of doing it then. Hey, you know, if you're down with sending a message any way at all. So you can understand, folks, when you have stuff like this brought up here. Again, slashing tires is straight up noted. It is straight up. What I got to do? Stab his tires? No, you got to stab all 4 of them. You can understand why you have that.
Crazy.
And then Hales ends up with tires situated like this. And you'd be like, yeah, you know, because again, I could see this with somebody stabbing his tire and going to drive. And again, when you drive, you destroy because of the weight of the vehicle. You end up just destroying your rim. I could very much see you doing that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
God, regardless, no matter how, I feel confident again. I blame Guapo for it. I do. I mean, honestly, you know.
I mean, I don't know how he isn't to blame. I think he should have to prove that he's not to blame for that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, for real. If he's talking to one dude talking about slashing tires,
he could be talking to somebody else.
Yeah, talking about hurting, and the guy who came clean about this. So Hales did a short video talking about it, and the guy was saying that he was apparently being threatened because of all of this stuff too, which is wild. You know, he give me a minute. I mean, if this guy has proof of the fact that he's being, man, it doesn't want to come up right this minute. Let me see if I can pull the short up on it. I swear to God, this thing is driving me nuts tonight. between the I don't want to pull that up for you. Nope. Okay. Well, you want to pull this up? No, I don't want to pull that up either. Stupid thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed those problems lately. Also, I'm having issues with StreamYard too again.
Yeah.
But don't worry, they have all kinds of fun Thanksgiving backgrounds that you can choose from. So there's,
considering I don't use backgrounds, period.
Yeah, I know.
Here we go. Finally got to come out. So this was what he had posted. Again, it had the censoring over it, for names. So you can see it censored over the person, like sending and everything. And it noted, has Guapo texted you anything else? And then it has censored him out. Well, he was crying and wondering why I did it. So Guapo was reportedly crying because dude came forward and started talking about what happened.
Crying because someone did the right thing and told someone, hey man, somebody's this guy was trying to pay people to slash your tires and put your life in danger. Because if you don't know that your tires have holes in them and you go drive off onto a highway pulling a trailer, what do you think could happen?
Yeah, well, you could see like apparently bending your rims, causing a wreck, anything, I mean, God. But on top of that, he said, when I heard through the grapevine to watch my back, actually, he says to wash my back, but I'm going to say it's probably wash my back, not wash it, because this 6'5" black guy is supposedly looking for me. He was asking for my last name and where I lived, but nobody would give him the information. But it's only a matter of time before he finds out. So, on top of it, this person feels that he's trying to retaliate, like he's trying to get some pretty large dude to hunt him down, because out of the blue, there's somebody started to ask about him, asking about obviously it's not somebody who doesn't know him. He's asking for his last name and exactly where he lives. That sounds like retaliation to me.
Mm-hmm.
This person feels like there's people out there, or a certain person out there that after they had their little crying moment, crying, so sad. He's so sad because somebody ratted him out, not because he did something terrible, obviously, because he has the fat. The fats are out there always running interference for some of the worst shit possible.
Yep.
They are. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's some weirdo psycho like doxing a dude and his wife, or say doxing a lady which they're participating in, and their husband and their child, or threatening children, or going out and threatening to do people harm or slashing tires. They're always running interference for it.
I think it's because they're similar people. I think they're the same types of people. They don't really see anything wrong with this.
They'd see a problem with it if they don't see a problem with it because it's aimed at specific people. They would see a problem if it was coming to them, but it wouldn't, that would be a real problem. Then, like if something that's how you can tell would it be a problem if Jeremy Hales were blamed for this? Absolutely would be a problem then. That's how you know that you're dealing with a bunch of hypocrites,
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't even gone through all the Sunday stuff yet. There's been so much this week with the bankruptcy crazy and this. And that, oh my God, man, that I haven't even had time to go. I wonder how many times they brought you up on Sunday. Let's just randomly check. Let me see. Megan. Let me check this. By name, Megan.
It's always a good time.
Well, it's funny. It's funny when, oh my God, that's so funny. Because the whole thing, the whole claim has been lately, by the way, that when people are laughing at them, it's because none of us have content. Only they have original content. I was like, wait a minute, your original content is talking about Jeremy Hales. Was that original? They brought you up only 9 times that I see.
Do you know how much content I have that I don't get to because of all this crazy shit that never stops happening? God, I mean, Laura Owens, there's more breaking news today. Her lawyers quit. Or she fired him. I'm not sure. Her criminal lawyers are off the case. She's going to get a public defender now and probably go all Sarah Boone on everyone. And I haven't even been able to make a video about it because too much of this crap is happening. Believe me, I have content, tons of content I would like to get to. And yet this craziness just keeps on getting weirder and weirder and worse and worse.
Oh, I straight up, they're my content. I don't care. I don't, do I have other content? Well, I don't need other content. They're my content. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's like Jay says, he loves stupid and they just keep on putting it out there. The stupid is never ending. And what are you going to do? Ignore the stupid? No, we can't. It's too funny.
They tried to spin your the hubby thing too after they took aim. They were like, actually, what I was trying to say was, what if it was happening to you? What if I were talking about your husband?
They already did. And like, yeah. What are they even saying? What is the problem?
They're mad because when you were talking about, hey, wait a minute, there's all this money missing, and look at the records of the people that are attached to all of this. They're mad. They're like, oh, retaliation. That's what they're saying.
It's amazing though, because my husband's never defrauded anybody out of any money. Like, he doesn't have a criminal record, and he's not involved in any of this. Like, I have also not been accused of taking anyone's money, but unfortunately you guys have, because you guys did. You raised a bunch of money. You said it was for a barn for a little girl, and then you didn't build the barn. That's on you. You did that. So of course people are going to go like, well, I wonder why these people would do such a thing. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the fact that one of them is already convicted of defrauding elderly people in construction jobs that he never intended to do. That's a problem. That is a problem. But if you don't see the difference between, you're just coming after people's spouses who have nothing to do with any of it and are not involved in any fraud, are not involved in any of this, there's a difference. You guys put yourselves in the middle of this story. You made yourselves the story. You had to do it. You couldn't just set her up a Give, Send, Go or a GoFundMe and have people give directly to her. Oh no, you had to take control of the money. A thing I always tell people I will never do if I ever take part in any fundraising. It will always go to the person directly and never touch my hands, because I don't want to be involved in that. Nobody should be. If you're doing a fundraiser, you do it the way like Runkle of the Bailey does it. You do straight to the hospital. Straight to the family that you're raising the money for, not through a YouTuber. But no, you didn't do that. So now you're embroiled in a scandal of your own making, and it is normal and rational for people to go, I wonder why they did this.
Yeah, well, on top of that, they haven't really been clear in where anything has gone, have they? I mean, when you get down to it, there's this, we don't have to show you any receipts. We don't have to tell you where money's gone. It's been over a year. Well, too bad. Even the lady that the money was supposed to go to, when she comes out and she starts talking about how she hasn't gotten any of it, that's a problem. That is actually a big problem. You would think in that moment you would want to clarify things, and you would be dropping like a ton of receipts saying, oh, here's where every dollar went. But unfortunately, if they did that, then you would see exactly what the costs on certain things were. I love the fact that, again, we have found out now, because yesterday with the hearing, they were talking about costs. Like I was saying, that framing wood that was out there, yeah, it wasn't over $12,000 or $15,000 like these people wanted you to believe. $2,400. So when you go through the costs of materials that are sitting outside, you got a couple of toilets, a couple of water heaters, because apparently I guess you need a redundancy.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
you got 2 water heaters. What's that for?
I don't know. Maybe somebody's too lazy to get the right one. They just throw water heaters at it until they're like, yeah, maybe this is right. I don't know. We found one out here, at a quote unquote at a construction site. We're gonna reuse it. But no, I mean they're supposedly $300 water heaters. So there's 2 of them, which That's strange, but okay. You got $2,400 in framing materials. Okay, so there's $3,000. Then you have the island, which is $300. There's $3,300, and you have the 2 toilets, which are about, well, if you paid for them, they're $100 a piece. That's about what they cost. So you're talking about less than $4,000 worth of expenditure on that project. You have a fence that was paid for with gift cards. You have a Christmas that was definitely paid for by the people that backed and donated money. Oh God, they donated quite a bit. Not to mention the 9 more months of donation that isn't going to go to that person either. Like, we're just supposed to forget that 9 months that happened in 2025. But yeah, there was only $18,000. Huh. That's weird. 56,000. There ain't no there's no accounting for any of that. It just disappears. But you're not supposed to talk about that. We're supposed to pretend that never happened. They're going to sue us all. That's what they said too. Good luck. When you sue people, by the way, you actually have to account for all that money. So that'll be really fun to go through. I will enjoy that, I would say.
Yep.
I think it would be fun to pull those records up for a jury and be like, would you find this to be an issue? Would you want to know this if you were giving, say, $100,000 to people, that this is an issue? By the way, I still want to know where that $1,300 zapped off to. The $1,300 that, I thought they were supposed to be getting a lawyer for, then they didn't. Then they asked for $7,500. Then they weren't. I don't know. I can't even keep up with the state of some of these places anymore. I was thinking about sitting down and writing me out a nice checklist, all of the money that has been given for this or that, and trying to figure out where some of it's gone. Because this really, it is one of the biggest scams that I've ever watched happen live. I've seen some scams, some crazy ones happen, but I've never seen one go from the beginning.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think I'm going to hit Super Chats. I'm not going to run a long show tonight.
All right.
I think that
I will talk to you guys later then. I've got some stuff I need to get to.
Okay. Yeah,
so
that's good. All right. You go.
You have
we will do
wonderful
tomorrow.
Rest of your night. And the chat, by the way, when you were gone, I asked them if they had seen any jokes that Pigface made, and they saw no jokes at all. So, the vote is in. No jokes at all. So I thought that was pretty interesting. All right, I'll see you guys.
All right, see ya. Yes, I didn't see any any jokes in that at all either. But I thought that was worth covering because, again, and make sure to go check that video out. It's the newest Hale's video. This stuff, again, they'll come out. I'm sure tonight will be all deflection. Oh, it can't be. This can't be right. This can't be real. Well, again, and it was all a joke. And law enforcement, blah, blah, blah. And again, law enforcement should be looking for that guy because that guy was definitely trying to get somebody to do something bad. So let's go through here. Max Lab, thank you for the super chat there. Thank you, Max Lab. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for that. Emma, thanks for the 2 there. Here's my lurker tax payment. Well, thank you. Lurker tax, baby. 2012. What's up, man? Thanks for the 2. Megan likes moist ribs and square bullet points. That sounds like a balanced meal right there. David, thanks for the 13 months. Snake name, Lord Noodle of Snake. The Duke of Slytherin. I got to put some distinguishment on the little guy. Yeah, actually, what was funny is we had to feed him Monday, and that was pretty entertaining. We have to feed them little pinkies, the little baby mice. They're not alive, but you freeze them and keep them. And the little one, she wanted to go through the whole process with me. So I went through the whole process. It ate well, by the way, but she was like, "Oh my goodness, why can it eat?" That's why I was telling her. I kept telling her, like, when you're taking care of it, don't just wave your finger in front of its face, randomly. It might think it's food. That's how you get its attention. So you watch for stuff like that. And then she understood why. but it was pretty entertaining. 2012 also, thanks for the 2 there. Nate the Lawyer also. Oh yeah, Nate the Lawyer for sure. That's good to know. So Nate the Lawyer is actually having emergency surgery. They set him up because of a brain tumor. So, keep him in your prayers for that. I mean, that's big news. Like, they've been giving updates on it. You've had different people there. They've been giving updates, putting them on Twitter, which is good. But wow, what news! So again, keep him in your prayers there for sure. That's a good note. I forgot to bring that up. I'm glad you said. Just Jay, thanks for the fun there. I got more love than I wanted. Indeed. Good to see you, Jay, man. Bunsen, what's up? Bunsen Rock and Stone. Thank you for the 13 months. A mate of mine in the UK got thrown in jail for calling a cop a Muppet. My bad. Oh, Muppet indeed, huh? Oh no. Yeah, here I think we have a different meaning with Muppet. Strange little badger. Thanks for the 5 there. As someone from the UK, I really do wish we had more free speech and more transparency when it comes to courts and other things. But at least I have Mug and Company. Yeah, indeed. Now here they've tried to limit speech. There's it's just they run into a wall with it, and it is a good thing. Like when you want to talk about something, you're not running into people shutting you down at every opportunity. And some of the stuff, just some of the stuff people get tried for, it's crazy. Here, no, you can't compare a UK case with a US case. Like the two, that most of the time they conflict. There's also the standards with proof. When you have accusations against a person, you also, the standard of proof in the UK, the threshold is much lower. Like you talk about listen and believe cases, woo, man, it's rough there. So yeah, there's some problems for sure. Bonnie, thanks for that. And that's not a shot at any place. I'm just saying, comparing and contrasting. There's problems in the US courts too, for sure. But with the UK, you can't compare one to the other like they tried and be like, aha, great times, Bonnie, thanks for the day. Oh, yeah, we're ChatGPT protected. I forgot about that. Yeah, APA, AT&T, ChatGPT. Yeah, we are protected. That's good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the 5. When did being Southern become a disability? Well, depending on who you ask, I think after certain people started forcing their way into being counted with that, like I see certain people that moved across the street from certain folks in Otter Creek. I'd be like, well, if they're counted in the population, maybe that's how you get to it. When Cook becomes part of it. But anyway, Christine, that's funny. Thanks for the 9 months. PSA, don't sing. Do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I? Yeah, again, in a mental hospital, you might just get a bed. That's true. That might happen. Oh Lord, some of the folks. What's up?
Something crazy just happened.
Oh no.
To come back and tell you about this. So I opened up Facebook. Mm-hmm. For a second to go check, and I clicked on my notifications, and there was this one with a big red exclamation point by it from Facebook that said your account is scheduled to be deleted. So I click on it, and it looks weird. It looks like a comment, and it's like, you are violating our terms of service and your account is scheduled to be deleted, and you have to appeal within 24 hours.
Is that a fake? Is that a scam?
I think it was a scam.
It's a scam, I think. Yeah.
Because
it's probably trying to get you to put in your information.
I went through Facebook. I went back to Facebook, and I was like, wait, I'll just go check my status, right? And everything's green checked. Everything's fine. Like, what
they
the
do
heck?
those with YouTube. So they'll have people that fake mail out YouTube notifications like that, and it'll come with a appeal, and they look very legit from Amazon. But those people who end up getting their accounts hacked. Yeah, it's because when you go to put that in, they'll ask you to sign in your information with Amazon. And
how stupid.
I said Amazon with with the YouTube. I don't know why I said Amazon, but they want you to sign in with YouTube, and when you sign in, it's fake, and they've stolen your
Yeah, but now do I have to
sign-in.
go change my password?
No,
God
that
dang
well,
it.
if you put any information in there, you need to
No,
go
I
yeah,
didn't.
then no,
No.
you haven't. No, that's just probably somebody trying to hit you up. Just like I said, check your status and everything else, and
Yeah, it looks fine, but like, how weird is that?
well,
It's
I mean, there are
weird.
people always trying to break into our stuff, though. You know what I mean?
I know. Now I feel like I need to go change all my passwords.
I do sometimes. If I ever ask myself that question right there, do I need to change mine? Then yes, I need to change
Then
it.
yes, I have to go do it. Damn
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, I'm not that old yet. I didn't fall for it, guys. I didn't fall for it. That's the good news.
Yeah, that's the good thing. But I mean, hey, some of these scams like that have gotten really good looking. You know, that's one of the things that really killed me with Stupid Dave. So Stupid Dave was like, "Oh, somebody tried to get into one of my accounts. Therefore, so do I get to blame the ecosystem every time someone has tried to hack into my Gmail or anything else?"
Yeah,
Because you know
right?
that happens a lot.
I'm going to blame them anyway. They totally did it. It's their fault.
Yeah, well, they put it. Hey, if they're going to put it in court filings that's somehow attached to other folks, then I guess I get to blame them too.
All right, now I got to call Brad and make sure he scans my computer to make sure I didn't pick up anything.
You should be good as long as you didn't put in your information anywhere.
I didn't. I went back to Facebook. I was like, "Nuh-uh. This doesn't look right."
Yeah, see, that's what you did. You didn't click on anything. You went back to Facebook.
No.
It sounds like you did fine.
Yeah. I don't. How do they manage to get those in your notifications though? That's wild.
I don't know. You said it looked like a message or something.
It looked like a notification. It was just a notification, and I clicked on it because it looked like it was from Facebook. But then it took me somewhere that I was like, "What? What is this?"
Yeah, I would check. I'd also scan my everything just to make sure.
Yeah, now I probably have a virus, and I swear it's probably the ecosystem. They sent me one.
Yep, that's who it was. You know?
It was them. I'm blaming them because they blame me for
You
everything.
know who I blame? Guapo. He was like, "Slash your tires. I'm gonna slash your computer."
I'm blaming Pigface too. It was him.
Yep.
It was him that did it.
All right, Rio baby, thanks for the tip there. I'm ADHD protected as well. That means we do not take guff from anybody. There you go. That's how it's supposed to go. That's right. Dwayne, thank you for the tip there. Tongue. I'm JJH protected. Is that right? Well, I'm glad to know that. Thank you. Fallen Hero. What's up, man? How's it going? Thank you for the gifted membership, and thank you for being here yet again. I feel like I got to say that every day, and it's good. It's really good to be able to say that. You folks that are here all the time, I very much appreciate you. And thank you, Fallen Hero. Becky, thanks for the fun there. Lynette's the reason they put instructions on shampoo bottles. Oh, no. Oh no. Yeah, you know that's actually a good notation. Every instruction that they have on something, remember that was caused by someone, you know. So anything you read and you're like, what the what now? Remember somebody did that. So 22L also, thank you for the additional 2 there. That woman's clients would be a nightmare. Nope. Yep. Indeed. Can you imagine going through the LP stuff, just posting that where it's talking about taking control of your lawyers and doing all that? Can you imagine? Because I'm sure Bruce has dealt with some crazy stuff from her. I can only imagine. Very well deserved, but can you imagine the conversations? I bet they are something to behold. Lorraine, thanks for the vibe. As I'm OCD myself. That means I put everyone in their place with the truth. There you go. That's it. Yes. Everything has its place, especially when you order the chaos with truth. That's right. I like that there. Jules, thanks for the tip. A guy had your logo on his car. I'm in work. Yeah, he had the biohazard. The Resident Evil symbol. Yeah, some places again the symbol for the umbrella core symbol. It looks similar to mine. There's also a firearms corporation that utilizes that, and there is the symbol. If you look, like if you go to Walmart and you buy an umbrella, if you notice the color symbol, the little pinwheel on it, they have that too. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny the different things that use that same type of symbol. I always liked it off the pinwheel though, off of the umbrella on Walmart. Like you go and you buy something, it's like, hey, there's this symbol right there. William, thank you for the 5. Let me tell you, if you blow a tire on a trailer like that, you know, yes, indeed, it sways like an alligator in death row, especially from here. That's what I was saying with the. So I hit a pothole coming out of. It was right when you cross from Tennessee into Arkansas. You know, the highway there, it is just miserable. Like right in the you can tell when you cross into the state, because they probably argue over who maintains that stretch of highway, and it's an absolute mess. So I was driving a giant U-Haul. I was moving at the time from Tennessee to Oklahoma, and that thing it was a monster of a U-Haul. So when I was driving that sucker, when I hit it, it blew out one of the tires, and God, it was so rough. And that's with the vehicle itself. Now with a trailer, like when you're carrying it, yeah, you blow out a tire, you notice it. You definitely do. You know, what can happen is like you start to move on a tire that's been cut. You know you're going on that, and I'm sure it would drag and it would bend the heck out of everything there. That's what again, it doesn't look like a blowout. It looks like something. It looks like damage and then more damage was caused. It doesn't look like it, because when I've had a blowout before, it didn't look like that. You know, I had a blowout one time. We were using a wrecker to pull. I forget what kind of car. I was working with my friend's dad. This was way back. We had a blowout on that thing, and it was a nightmare. But the remnants after the wheel and the tire, oh my God, it shredded the tire. It shredded it. It didn't look like it just had a little bit of a hole in it. You know, it was a mess. So, and then again, with everything that's come out that's happened with WAPO and all of that, I feel safe in saying, prove you didn't have something to do with it. You know, if one guy's coming up and saying you've been having these conversations, well, are you having conversations with other people and doing this or doing other awful things? It really does make me wonder. Bunsen, what's up? Thanks for the 5. Can we get Jay to stream the fight? Yeah, there you go. You not only get the fight, but you get Jay streaming. That would be really funny. McDev, thanks for the 2 there. If he does, it says enter here. This saggy old one. Thank you. Dropped 10 giftos, by the way. Thank you, saggy old one. I very much appreciate that. And I always appreciate the gift that gives to other people as well. Thank you. And yeah, thanks for the 2 there. Cowboy up. Yeah, maybe that's what it was going with. Yeah, why don't you just cowboy up with it? I mean, I could see that being the meaning too. For sure. I could see that. So let's see. That's actually a good one there. 2012. Thanks for the 2. FBI would not know what to do with the Doug file, y'all. Well, that's probably true. That's funny. I can imagine. I'm going to send it call it the Tug file. They'll be like, wait, what the what now? Becky, thanks for the 2. She's adorable. Yes, the little one is. When she came down here, it was so funny to listen to her, because when the broom got stuck, I was like, hey, you know, I call her by her first and middle name. Yeah, if she calls herself, she'll use her middle name. Her middle name's Rain. So she'll call herself different things. Like when she's running, she'll call herself Sonic Rain. You know, she'll change her first name out. But usually when I'm messing around with her, I call her something like a nickname and then her middle name. But if she's done something, and, and she might be in trouble, I call her by her first and middle name. And I yelled for her with her first and middle name for that. I was like, I called her there and I was like, how did you do this? And all I heard was that little pitter patter of feet, like taking off up the stairs. Like, I'm not answering any questions. And then she came down here to be like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything. So she is cute, though. She's adorable. And if that, like I said, if that's the worst thing, for some reason she decided to put the broom in the door together, that's not bad at all. I mean, really, on the scope, yeah, she's very cute, and that helps out with so many problems too. The Floofy, thanks for the 2 there. Bugs and Floofy cats are curious critters, indeed. She is too. She's always trying to figure out some kind of. She likes to find out how things work. She likes to see again. She was down here when we were feeding the snake, for example, too. She was right there, step by step. How does it work? What's it going to do? She was inquisitive about everything. And that's always good. Who knows what kind of question ended up with broom through door handle. I'm curious about that. Aaron, thanks for that. The made-up word I dislike is what is that? John? A word used to describe anything and everything. Yeah, that actually sounds like a ridiculous name. There's a lot of new slang that I actually don't like. Hold on for 1 second. All right, Andre, thanks for the 2. 15 commandments of grifting and stalking. The 15 commandments. Let me see. Okay, let's check that out. 15 commandments. Let me see. 1, thou shalt always lie when the truth is easier. Yep, there you go. 2, thou shalt record every human interaction, even if ordering a sandwich. There you go. That is funny. 3, thou shalt pretend to know the law before thou once watched a court TV clip. Now I could see that. 4, thou shalt post every thought online immediately, especially the dumb ones. Yes, that is very, very true. I like the description with it too. Paint Chips when posted an entire rant to the wrong account, then argued with himself for 45 minutes. 5, thou shalt claim victory even if losing horrifically. That's true. That's true. Like that's the description there. Deuce trips, falls, gets up, screams. See, I meant to do that. Yeah, well, the reality to that was, remember when they were saying, "Oh yeah, we are winning because we managed to delay the case." You remember that stuff? Yeah. 6, thou shalt weaponize Google Maps like a technical SWAT team. Indeed. 7, thou shalt never research before speaking. Yes, that's the Volmit. That is the Volmit way. Volmit once tried to fact check a meme by asking a Magic 8-Ball. Yeah, I could see that for real. 8, thou shalt insert themselves into conflicts that have nothing to do with thee. That's true. 9, thou shalt create drama from absolutely nothing. 10, thou shalt never miss an opportunity to mispronounce a word. That's right. That's true. 11, thou shalt turn every live stream into a personal therapy session. Yeah, that really does bother me with a lot of these people. You can talk about your problems. We all do. We talk a little bit about it because we're on the mic all the time. But some of these folks, they have turned the last 2 years into they hate Jeremy Hales because of some slight. They put together this little fan club of, man, we all hate Jeremy Hales because of some little perceived slight. He didn't help us enough. He didn't build up our shows. He told us no one time. Who knows? I mean, it's ridiculous stuff, man. 13, thou shalt screenshot everything, even thy own mistakes. Yeah, that's true. I like the example. It's like, look, I suppose, but wait, don't post that. 14, thou shalt always claim to have receipts, even if the receipts are blank. Yes, there you go. John Crook holds up a crumpled a Walgreens coupon like it's the Dead Sea Scrolls. That's a good example. And 15, thou shalt unite into petty hatred, rather, yet still fight each other constantly. That's true. Like raccoons in a dumpster arguing over a stale donut. Yeah, that's about right for sure. Wanda, thanks for the 2. Lurk it, Dex. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate that. It's good to see you too, Wanda. Gail, thank you for 10 months there. Thank you, Gail. Appreciate you. It is great to see you. 2012, thank you for the 2 there. Tug's password is 12345. How did you know? There you go. That's hilarious. Yeah, I've known people with some really ridiculous ones. Hey, and Janice, wow, sent for PayPal, sent $50 there. Thank you, Janice. That is awesome. All right. So today I am cutting it early. We are going under 2 hours today. This is going to be a short live stream. I believe Shizzy is probably getting ready to go up, but I'm going to call it here. So I appreciate you all. We'll be over on Megan's channel tomorrow. And yeah, I'm going to end with that. See you.